A warm welcome to all of you. I'm ICAI Code and today we are going to discuss the third. We have already done chapter on digital auditing. Okay. 1 and 2 we have already discussed. And here we are going to just only cover the cyber attacks and the possible remedies, right? I told you that I will be covering this also. Cyber attacks, possible cyber attacks and the possible remedies, okay? Let's start with the topic. So what was the phishing? Phishing is a type of cyber attack where fraudsters try to trick individuals into providing sensitive information such as password, credit card numbers or other personal data. Okay? And when this is done to individuals, and when it is an organization, they will be tricking into the organization's employees to know the sensitive information about the new policies, about the new launching of their products. All these things, they will be taking information, sensitive information. Leakage can be done by how such as passwords, credit card numbers or other personal data by posing a trustworthy entity in the electronic communication. In the electronic communication, they will be posed as a trustworthy entity. Okay, you will think that they are trustworthy and you will just pass on to the information to them. So this is often done through deceptive emails, messages or websites that appear to be from legitimate sources. When you will be thinking to be that it is legitimate source, and you will be leaking out the information and it will be taken away, sensitive information will be leaked off by the organization's employees and individuals also to the deceptors, right? So let's see how to help prevent falling victim to phishing electronically. You can by be skeptical. What does it mean? Always be cautious of unsolicited emails, messages or links, especially if they ask for personal or sensitive information. If any information related to your password, your debit card, credit card, any sensitive information about the organization is being asked to you by third party, so be very cautious of unsolicited emails, messages or links, right? Verify, double check the sender's email address or the URLs of the websites by hovering over links before clicking onto them. Before you click onto the sender's email address or URL of the websites, be very cautious, verify double, and then you click onto them. Look for misspellings or unusual domain names, right? Use security softwares. Install and regularly update antivirus and anti-malware software on your device to help detect and prevent phishing attacks, right? क्या करना है? You have to install and regularly update antivirus and anti-malware software to device to prevent from phishing attacks. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA. What is that? You make the tickets in IRCTC, or you can ask you for some codes sent to your phone for verification. That is a double two-factor authentication. This is 2FA. Use 2FA whenever possible, as it adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, such as a code sent to your phone, right? If you don't have the phone, it won't be leaked. Report suspicious activity. If it comes into your report that some suspicious websites or report it, then just as soon as you receive such suspicious websites or mails, phishing emails, then and you are encountering such emails which are asking for prior information which are sensitive, just report it to the appropriate authorities of your organization's IT department, right? Stay updated. Keep your software, operating systems and browsers up to date with the latest security patches and updates to help protect against known vulnerabilities. So these, whenever you are phishing is whatever, they take you deceptive emails, IDs, URLs, windows and domain names which are they should be the spelling should be mistaken. So be very careful before clicking into any links which is coming to you, right? Then we have ransomware. What is ransomware? Ransomware is a type of malicious software. It is a software designed to block access to a computer system or files until a sum of money or ransom. Ransom is what? A huge amount of money is asked from you, and then only they will, after you pay the money, they will just open the files or like that. Okay. So ransomware is a type of malicious software designed to block access to computer systems or files until a sum of money or ransom is paid. It typically encrypts files on the victim's device and rendering them inaccessible, and then demands payment in exchange for a description key. They will encrypt your files, and when only when the amount of money which is asked for is paid, then only it is open. This their description key is they're given in exchange for the money. Ransomware attacks are target individuals, businesses, or even entire networks, and the payment is often demanded in cryptocurrency. Why in cryptocurrency? So it is very hard or difficult to trace from where it is coming. So it is always the money is demanded in cryptocurrency. Malware. What is malware? Malware is short for malicious software. It refers to any software specifically designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. So what is it? Is a software which is specifically designed for what? For disrupting or damaging or gaining unauthorized access to the computer system. Malware can take any forms, including viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, spyware, adware, and more. So you have to be very respectable when you're doing the work. If any suspicious activity is being noted, then just report it to the appropriate authority. How do you protect against ransomware, malware, and cyber attacks? Requires a multi-layered approach. What are they? Keep software updated. Regularly update offerings, operating systems, software, and applications to patch security vulnerabilities. Right? Install antivirus software. Use reputable antivirus and anti-malware software, and keep it up to date. Enable firewalls. Activate firewalls on your networks and devices to block unauthorized access. Use strong password. Create complex passwords and change them regularly, right? Considering using a password manager to keep track of them securely. So if you use strong password, in that case you have to take the help of the password manager to keep track of them securely, and because you are going to change it again and again regularly, okay? And it will be in a complex form. Implement multi-factor authentication, MFA. Enable MFA wherever possible to add an extra layer of security. Just like codes with the 2FA it was. So it's a multi-layer of security. First your code will be sent to you. Then after that you will operating of that, you will be sent another word. You will be given some captcha. All these things will be adding multi-factor authentication. Be cautious of email attachments and links. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading attachments from unknown sources. Be wary of phishing attempts. If you receive any mails or any type of websites where you can see a lot of attachments, don't open them unless you are sure of the sender. Backup data regularly. Keep backups of important files in a secure location that it is not directly accessible from the network. Educate employees. Train employees on cybersecurity best practices, including how to recognize phishing attempts and suspicious activity. If you, until the employees are given training on how to recognize phishing attempts and suspicious activity, they won't be able to detect, right? So for their work to make easy, they have to be given training in order to, so that they can be able to understand phishing attempts or suspicious activity. Limit user privileges. Restrict user access to only what is necessary to perform their job functions. If ABCD, suppose there are 4 people, if they work, just limit their use to the what they are required. The job functions, if A's job is to do the cash, recording the cash transactions, let it be only cash transactions. B, maybe writing down vouchers, only vouchers. Third party, like this, just restrict to the person's access only to the according to this job functions, right? Monitor network activity. Use intrusion detection and prevention systems to monitor network traffic for signs of suspicious activity. Okay. Implement security policies. Develop and enforce security policies that govern the use of company resources and devices. Security policies are there. You just enforce this, develop them and enforce the security policies that govern the use of company resources and devices. Stay informed. Keep up to date on the latest cybersecurity threats and trends to adapt your defense accordingly. By implementing these measures, you can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to ransomware, malware, and other cyber attacks. Then we have another denial of service attack. A denial of service attack is a cyber attack where the perpetrator seeks to make a network or website unavailable to its intended users by overwhelming it with a flood of traffic or requests. What will they do? They will just fill the way with traffic so that the person who is intended to use will not be able to use it. Right? The flood of traffic can consume all available resources such as the bandwidth, processing power, or memory, preventing legitimate users from accessing the service. Denial of service attacks can be launched from a single source or coordinated from multiple sources, often using botnets or to amplify the impact. To increase the impact of the attacks, they do it from multiple sources. Protection against denial of service attack typically involves implementing measures at various layers of your network, infrastructure, and application stack. Here are common strategies. Network level protection. employing firewalls, routers, the intrusion prevention system IPS to filter and block malicious traffic before it reaches the target servers. Okay. Network level protection means network level protection employee, you have to put the firewalls, routers, intrusion prevention systems all to filter and block malicious traffic before it reaches the target servers. Okay. Then rate limiting, setting limits on the number of requests a server can handle from a single source within a certain time frame can also help prevent overload. From a single source, where a lot of requests are coming, in that case you will just first you have to see that from a single source a lot of requests are coming to a server, just stop it there, prevent overload of it. Content delivery networks, CDNS. What is that? Content delivery networks. Using CDNS to distribute content across multiple servers globally can help distribute the load and mitigate the impact of DOS attack. As if the content delivery network, if what work is distributed, the work is distributed among the large number of servers, multiple servers globally, and then we distribute the load and mitigate the impact of DOS attack. If even a person is trying to attack a particular network, it will not be of any help because it has been content has been distributed across multiple servers globally. Okay. Load balancers. Deploying load balancers to distribute incoming traffic evenly across multiple servers can prevent any one server from becoming overwhelmed, right? So what we have to do, we have to use load balancers. What they will do, deploying load balancers to distribute incoming traffic. When incoming traffic is coming, it has to be distributed among multiple servers and prevent one server from becoming overwhelmed. Web application firewalls, VAFS. Implement VAFS can help identify and filter out malicious traffic targeting specific vulnerabilities in web applications. So what are these web application firewalls are very of use? What they do, they can just detect or identify the malicious traffic targeting your data DOS, so just to stop them out malicious traffic targeting specific vulnerabilities in web applications. DDoS protection service, utilizing specialized DDoS protection services that monitor traffic and mitigate attacks in real time can be effective in preventing downtime. What happens if the intended users are not able to get into the information, whereas it is stopped by an overwhelming crowd or traffic? So in real time, if it is protected or it is attack is in real time, it is identified and it can be mitigated. Okay, so just the downtime can be prevented. So DDoS protection service is also of very use. Then anomaly detection. What is this? Employing systems that monitor network traffic for abnormal patterns and behavior can help identify and mitigate DOS attacks. If there is an anomaly in the system, abnormal patterns can be identified before in real-time basis if they are detected and mitigate the DOS attacks. Cloud-based solutions, leveraging cloud-based hosting providers that offer built-in DDoS protection can provide scalable and robust defense against attacks. Leveraging cloud-based hosting providers. Cloud-based hosting, what happened? The whole data is in the cloud. Okay. That offer built-in DDoS protection. They have their DDoS protection so that no one can block the work of the intended users. DNS protection, ensuring the integrity and availability of DNS service by using DNS protection services or implementing DNS redundancy can help prevent DNS-based DOS attacks. Okay. DNS also that this is also what happens. They also service providers, what they do, implement of this redundancy can help prevent DOS attacks. If anyone is intending to attack the system or the server before it is done, it can be mitigated by the DNS protection. Regular updates and patching, keeping systems, applications and firmware up to date with the latest security patches can help mitigate the risk of exploitation by attackers. Where before if we are regularly updating the patches, what happens? Applications and firmware up to date. If they are updated, we are aware of the latest security patches, and which also helps in us to mitigate the risk of exploitation by the attackers. Right. So these are the ways how we can keep away the DOS attacks. Also, these were the cyber attacks possible, and there are many more. But all employing all methods, we can reduce or mitigate the risk before it happens. Thanks for watching.